Alrighty. How is everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? How is chat doing? Real quick, I just need to fix one setting on the computer that I realized at the very last second right before I was about to go live. So I'm going to do that while I just kind of chat with you guys. We are going to be looking at the next fucking absolutely insane, batshit fucking unbelievable shit going on with Zena and Poppy. Is there a way? Is there a way to sign out of a fucking Google account on desktop without signing out of all accounts? Security? Oh my fucking god, please. Sign out of Google accounts. And why do I have to go to Gmail? This is some gay shit, dude. Just click on my picture? Yeah, no. It says sign out of all accounts. I don't want to sign out of my... I'm scared that if I accidentally... Or if I like do the sign out of all accounts... It's going to sign me out of my YouTube account. I'm scared that's going to end the stream. And I don't want to end the stream. All right, we're gonna have to risk it, and if it does end the stream, then we're just going to. Okay, is the stream still up? Looks like it is so far. Oh fuck! I can't tell if it's still going. Kill me! You're still up? Okay, good. This shit's so fucking stupid. Why the fuck would you not allow someone to just sign out of one account? Why do you have to sign out of all of the accounts at the same time? All right, let's get a third fucking verification code from Google. Yes, it is me. There. Iron Giant Fortress? Wait, is that supposed to be internet gas? Didn't your kick name have gas in it before? Okay, let me just refresh my YouTube studio. There we go. Yes, we are still live. Oh, bro, we're up so big right now, dude. We cannot be stopped. All right. Fuck that. Let me turn off the Dragon Ball Z music. All right. We don't need the Dragon Ball Z music anymore. All right. We are fucking set. All right. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Let's go ahead and... Actually, how the fuck do I make someone a mod on Kick? Uh-oh, Gas. You might be out of luck, brother. You might be out of luck, brother. Here, let's just try the /mod. All right, there you go. All right, now we are actually officially 100%, totally 100% starting. And you know what? I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to you guys at all. Okay? Today, I'm not sure where to start. I don't know where to start because I've done a little bit of off-stream fuckery, okay? Done a little bit of off-stream fuckery. I've read through some of the... Oh, cool. We have to get rid of the fucking image. Man, I was not prepared to stream today, was I? Fuck my life. All right. So I've done some off-stream, a little bit of reading. I still wanted to maintain my, my genuine first-time reaction. But I've done a little bit of reading off-stream. And there's a tagline in one of these documents. Let me find which one. Don't worry, it gets worse. This is a motto that we've wryly adopted within our group. It's a bit of gallows humor that we use to remind new people and ourselves to calm down as they and we learn new things. Don't worry, it gets worse. And holy fucking shit, my guys, I cannot explain to you how bad it gets. And I'm trying to decide whether we just go full whole hog, all gas, no brakes, full send, straight into the worst shit. I don't know. Or if we worse than Gynomorph, you have no motherfucking clue, my guy. You have no fucking clue. It's actually fucking despicable. It's actually unfucking real. I was saying immediately after stream, when we read the first doc on the emotional fucking train Zena and Poppy ran on that Noe person before they emotionally manipulated her into fucking them. And then when she did not want to stay in a relationship with the emotional abusers, they called her a rapist. If you thought that, I reading those messages, I just want to give you guys some insight into my psyche for a second. I'm either extremely sheltered or just a very lucky person, or maybe the meme about BPD women being more attractive and having fucking, the best pussy or whatever the fuck, I've just never experienced or seen anyone that I know that has ever gone through some shit like that. It was actually fucking disgusting the way that they 15 hours straight of just fucking massive emotional manipulation and in a very masterful way. Don't get me wrong. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing when they were working in conjunction to beat this person down until they had no more will to continue fighting. They threatened to kill themselves, right? And honestly, Again, this was a dog pile, right? It wasn't 1v2. This was 1v like 45, okay? Because there's so many fucking extra players in Poppy's head, okay? This was one of those, you ever play Super Smash Brothers, the Polygon team? This was the Polygon team versus Noe, but they were all level 9s, and Noe's never played this game before. All right, this was advanced abuse techniques. And so anyway, I've never seen some shit like that. I've helped friends who have been in abusive relationships before, right? Like one friend I had a long time ago, she had to have me and like 5 other guys come over to her house to grab all of her shit because her very abusive boyfriend was there and she just wanted her shit so she could leave, and she didn't want to go alone. I've seen some abuse like that. This was, I'm not going to like compare and contrast how bad abuse is, physical versus emotional, but in terms of like emotional abuse, this is the worst fucking shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. It's actually, and so I got really fucking mad reading it, and I stewed about it. Not because like I just fucking hate Zena and Poppy, just like the fact that there are human beings out there, okay? Yeah, 5 guys, all right? We opened up a restaurant chain in this guy's kitchen. He still hasn't been able to kick us out. Anyways. Yeah, they were academically rigorous abuse techniques, all right? Because Poppy has some fucking, collegiate training on what kinds of abuse there are and, how they manifest. She knows what she's doing. And what we're going to get in today, Poppy and Zena are abusive parents. I have no words for what this document contains. Genuinely, it is one of the fucking craziest fucking things. Like, I want to say that this is significantly worse. Significant. In orders of magnitude fucking worse than what we read last time. And what we read last time was like subhuman fucking behavior. This right here is going to make you see red. This is going to make you homicidal. I highly suggest that if you have any calming aids, some anti-anxiety medication, pop a Xanny right now, all right? Smoke some weed, get yourself a beer, I don't know, chill the fuck out, because this shit is actually so unfucking believable. I just don't fucking have words for it. But this isn't the one that I was referencing when I said I want to start with like the craziest shit. The craziest shit. You know what? We're going to start with the craziest shit because I don't think I have a doc on that. Unless, wait, hold on. Let's see. The table of contents. Nope, that's not the one. Let's see. Let's see if one of these documents have anything on parasocial media presence, young women on Twitter. God, dude, holy shit, look at these fucking, oh my God, look at the fucking table of contents on this shit. 192 pages, dude. And I still don't, I don't see anything in here about what I'm talking about. The, like, actually most, like, demonic fucking shit. This is about Spawn. Yeah, I don't see anything about the Courtney Orchard person. So I guess we're just going to go into... Tell Tron to add this when you say they're also abusive parents.
Well,
oh,
imagine
fuck.
my shock.
No, we're not adding any Paul Joseph Watson to any of this shit, okay? It's not happening. It's not happening. Their ops got more words than War and Peace. Well, the last one, how many fucking pages was it? It was like 300 pages in Google Docs. Granted, most of it was like pictures of screen caps, but still, that's a fuckload of shit right there. That's a fuckload. You don't get 600 fucking pages or whatever the fuck it was of your screen caps getting leaked unless you've done some fucking crazy shit, right? But okay, let me pull up the appropriate let's see here. It's not that window, it's not that one, that one. No, I didn't just close it out. It's somewhere on here. Oh, yeah, it's this. We're going to...
I ain't gonna lie, me too. When I went on her page and seen...
Stop. From youtube.com. Can I just like click the link, bro? Please? Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. We'll just go ahead and find the video ourselves. Holy fucking shit. Courtney Orchard. All right. I don't think, and I apologize for this in advance. I apologize to Courtney Orchard for... I'm not going to have any commentary on this shit. I just want you to keep in mind for a second. Hopefully I'll have something that I can say. But I just want to say, keep in mind, this person is involved in the Zena and Poppy story. Their account is gone? Whose account is gone? Wait, are you telling me that Zena and Poppy deleted their YouTube? Zena and Poppy. No. They're right there. They're right here. They're Zena and Poppy, wholesome degenerates. And they, no, they haven't hidden all their VODs or anything. Oh, man, we're going to have to watch this one today, too. My estranged child's allegations. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So we got that. Fuck. I think I'm going to have to... Let me see here. Let me see if... Oh, Courtney Orchard. Oh, it might be in the Tumblr. Okay, this is what we'll do. As you guys can see, I'm a professional streamer, and I make sure that I have no organization before I start stream, just so that I can keep you guys in chat, make sure that I maximize my ad revenue. Okay, so that's why I'm doing this. You caught me. All right. So really quick, we're going to listen to this story. I am going to warn you, this is actually one of the most unbelievably fucked up stories I've ever heard in my entire life. And this doesn't have to do with Zena and Poppy directly. It's just what Zena and Poppy and this person's interactions were, given that they knew all of this. All right. So I just want to make that clear. Zena and Poppy, not named in this video. They are, however, involved with this person, or formerly were involved in this with this person. Okay, so we'll go ahead and again, prepare yourself. This is some fucking insane shit, okay? And I've heard of Lily Orchard before. I don't know what kind of content she does. But yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, me too. When I went on her page and seen her pictures, I said, oh, jump scare.
The following video has discussions of COSCA, CSA, SA, coercion, rape, and incest. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, before we get into the meat and potatoes of it all, I'd like to take a minute to thank my sponsor. Courtney, you have a sponsor? No, not really, but Hella made my puppet, and given my phone and subsequently my camera's broken, this video would not be possible without her. Her socials will be in the description so you can hit her up for your own puppet. You know, some people have nice, normal families, happy, normal childhoods, fond memories of tussling with a sibling. Not me. I just have disappointments and the perfect setup for developing borderline personality disorder.
What do you think of trigger warnings like this? Usually, I'm like 50-50 on trigger warnings. I don't care. Honestly, like, I don't care about trigger warnings like 99% of the time. Like, who fucking cares? They're at the very beginning of a video. The last like 10 seconds. I couldn't give less of a fuck. Now, sometimes it's a little funny because someone will put like trigger warning, like spaghetti noodles, like unironically. And they'll have like 45 fucking content warnings because they're trying, like someone got mad at them in the comments of one of their previous videos. Like, oh my God, I had so much trauma as a result of eating Italian food at Olive Garden, and there was a grasshopper in my spinach, and I every time I see spaghetti now, I just go into a full mental break from reality, and your video did that to me. So they add like a million fucking content warnings, and that's a little fucking stupid, obviously, right? But like, I don't fucking care, and I cannot emphasize this enough. This is one of the most fucked up. Couldn't find it in a like movie levels of deranged, demonic, fucking crazy shit. Okay, so specifically on this video, well warranted. Well warranted. This shit's fucking crazy, dog.
My name's Courtney. You may know me as Courtney Orchard. You may know me as Courtney Pete. You may know me as Please Tie My Shoe. Call me what you want, just don't call me late for dinner. I'm the youngest sibling of Lily Orchard and her first victim. I'm the youngest of 3 children. My mother's firstborn, Cameron, is her golden child. My father's firstborn, Lily, is his golden child. And then there's me. Now, when I say the term golden child, that doesn't mean the child has good parents. It just means they're the favored child. The one that can do no wrong, and the one for which every excuse is made. The phrase itself doesn't indicate good parents, or even good treatment. It indicates favor. And the favor of an abusive parent is still favor. Cameron is not my father's son. He was maybe 2 or 3 when my mother and father married, and my father only raised him until his own child came along 2 to 3 years later. Cameron was also a violent child, aggressive and had the size to back it up. He flew off the handle at the slightest provocation and would attack my father, usually trying to hit the man intentionally in the balls. My mother made every excuse for this behavior, just as she made every excuse for Cameron being violent towards us younger kids. He's her golden boy and can do no wrong in her eyes. Cameron also used to sexually abuse me. I have every reason to believe it started when I was in diapers, as I was always told growing up that I had frequent UTIs and yeast infections as a baby, more than my siblings ever did. But by the time I was 2 or 3, Cameron had started playing house with me. He would make me be the mom and him the dad, and he would say we had to make babies and would rape me. I was a toddler. I didn't know any better and had been groomed by him for...
You do have to appreciate the how candid she is with this. There is nothing left up to the imagination. There is nothing left up for speculation. The entire video is like this. It is very direct and very unfortunately detailed.
For God knows how long, so I didn't resist. I still have the memories of him on top of me. He also used to make me give him blowjobs in his bottom bunk of the bunk beds he and Lily shared. He would hang blankets over the open ends of the bunk to make a fort, and then convince me to give him oral. I still remember telling him, okay, but wipe it off first. I'm not putting it in my mouth with pee on it. Because, 3-year-olds don't know what pre-cum is. It was around this time he was also caught with another little girl, a 6-year-old, with her pants down. He was 10. By the time I was 6, and 3 to 4 years into being raped by my eldest half-sibling, my father decided he had enough of Cameron attacking him and made our mother call CPS to have him removed from the house. This thankfully stopped my abuse, not that anyone was aware. I've been asked why I didn't say something to my parents at the time, but here's the thing. I did. 3-year-olds just don't know the word rape. I told my mom on more than one occasion that I didn't like playing house with Cameron. What I was saying was that I didn't like it when he stuck his penis inside me, but that's not what my mother heard. And her response was to tell me that I should feel lucky because not every big brother plays house with their little sister, that he's my brother and I love him and of course I like playing with him. So, with my own mother telling me I should like playing house, and with playing house being rape, my mother told me at the time that I should like my rape and feel lucky for it. This doesn't really encourage one to keep speaking up regardless of them not understanding. I was too young to know they didn't understand. Shortly after Cameron was removed from the house, he was 12.
That's the reason why, like, when people freak the fuck out about, like the idea of kids receiving sex ed in elementary school, right? Like a counselor comes in and gives them what in the broadest terms is called sex ed, right? It's telling people not to touch you in the no-no square. That is sex ed, all right? That's how you teach kids how to identify when someone is doing something bad to them. You don't have to be like graphic and explain the whole process of making babies, but if someone's going to tell a kid that, hey, we're just playing house, right? We're just playing house. You're the mommy, I'm the daddy, right? They don't have the vocabulary. Yeah, exactly. Vocab is important for potential child abuse. If they don't have the language to describe what is happening to them, right? They know they don't like it. They know that it hurts. They know they don't want to do it again. But if all that they can tell their parent is, I don't like playing house, or I don't like it when Uncle Richard wants to fucking wrestle with me, right? Like, the parents might hear the exact words that the kid is saying, but just because they're hearing those words does not mean that they're getting the underlying meaning of it, right? So that's why, like, when a school counselor wants to do like very basic sex ed with like kindergartners, it's shit like this. Yeah, Uncle Touchy's coming over and he wants to wrestle with me, Mom and Dad, and I don't want to wrestle. Jimmy, don't you know that Uncle Touchy loves you very much, and he's just trying to have fun with you? If you don't want to wrestle, tell him you don't want to wrestle. But you still have to spend time with Uncle Touchy, right? Like, if they don't know what to tell their parents to make Uncle Touchy stop fucking raping them, Uncle Touchy is going to keep on raping them, which is why we should teach kids how not to get raped.
I was 6 and Lily 7. Lily started coercing me into games in private. She usually would ask me to sleep over in her room, and with us being close at the time, I would be happy to. It was during these sleepovers she would try to, and succeed in, to talking me into things. Things like letting her practice kissing on me, asking me to come feel this, and would grab my hand and stick it in a puddle of what I now know to be cum on her stomach. She would wait until I was asleep, or at least thought I was, stand over top of me and masturbate, ejaculating on my blankets and crawling back into her bed to sleep. This went on for about 4 years, until I was old enough to realize what she was doing to me wasn't okay, and so I stopped playing along with her games and letting her practice. I didn't understand coercion when I was 10, and thought I was complicit in the game she made me play, so I didn't say anything to our parents. I didn't know how. I just started saying no and stopped sleeping over in her room. This was when she started sneaking into my room while I was asleep. She also started asking me around this time what I thought about incest. If I thought it was a good thing or a bad thing, and why. Like any normal...
Bro, if your sibling comes up to you and asks you what your opinion on incest is, run. You immediately run. There is no discussion to be had. Yeah, youngest DGG fan. You don't talk to them about it. You don't discuss it. You don't answer. You just run in one straight line until they can no longer reach you. All right? Until they are out of sight, you run. If any family member ever asks what your opinion on incest is, you start running like the fucking T-1000, all right? Just fucking in a straight line until you pass out from exhaustion.
Human being, I responded with disgust, that I thought it was fucking gross and I didn't understand why she was asking me this. Lily would get visibly disappointed at my disgust and tell me that she was asking because she thought incest between siblings was the purest form of love there was. This was also when my underwear started going missing off my body at night. I'd go to bed wearing underwear and would wake up to having pissed the bed and my underwear not on my body or in my room. I'd later find them in Lily's room when my mother sent me to collect laundry, in her bed or under it. Speaking of pissing the bed, this is something that I did from diapers until I was about 14 or 15 years old. Also had frequent UTIs and yeast infections as a child until about 13, 14. Bookmark that age in your mind for now. We'll get back to 11, 12-year-old Courtney. I caught her sneaking into my room a few times, 3 to be exact. Each time it was when our parents were either still in bed or had left for work already. I'd wake up to my door slowly creaking open and her face pressing through the crack, looking right at me to see if I was asleep. The first time, we made eye contact. She said, "Oh, you're awake. Sorry." And then backed away from my door, pulling it closed. My bed was right next to my door then.
Can you fucking imagine finding out that your older brother, older sister, like, imagine, like, just for a second, even just like wipe everything else that's been talked about so far out of your mind. Just imagine you go to sleep and then you wake up and you no longer have underwear. Okay? That's fucking terrifying. That is a horrifying possibility, all right? The fact that that's happened to a person in any point in human history is fucking scary as fuck. This Lily Orchard person has a stealth stat of fucking 5,000. You know how in like fucking Skyrim you can, or no, not Skyrim doesn't have grenades. Fucking Fallout, you can sneak up to someone and put a grenade in their pocket, and then after you leave the inventory screen, they'll blow up. Like, this is that level of fucking sneakiness. This is some fucking deranged, crazy shit. Highly premeditated, okay? Highly fucking premeditated. Jesus Christ.
The second time, my bed was across the room from the door. She had gotten the door fully open and had stepped into my room, again, staring at me to see if I was awake. I yelled at her to get out of my room. The third time was the same as the second time, only I launched myself out of bed after her, demanding to know what she was doing in my room and why she kept sneaking in while I was asleep. She clammed up, refused to respond, barricaded herself in her own room, and stayed there until I went back to my own. Around the age of 13 is when Lily first got obsessed with Family Guy, and when she first started comparing me to Meg Griffin. Not in a physical way, not at first anyway, but she would constantly tell me how I am just like Meg, how Meg reminds her so much of me. She would also tell me how into Meg sexually she was, started her little fanfic shipping herself with Meg and having her
Autistic incestual riz. Like, this is like autism maxing, incest maxing. Again, like I said earlier, I don't have too much commentary for this video. It speaks for itself. I don't want to add anything funny in here because of obvious fucking reasons. But holy shit. Imagine trying to rizz up your younger sister with fucking Family Guy by comparing her to the character that everyone fucking hates.
She shoved the shitty fan art she made in my face about the kid she had herself have with Meg, all while still telling me how much like Meg I am, how much Meg is like me. And the worst part? I am like Meg. In terms of the family dynamic, her place in it, and the neglect she faces, Meg is a perfect example of my life growing up. Sure, I wasn't physically abused like Meg is, but I was as disposable to my family as Meg is to hers. So seeing that relation myself, while my sister is telling me how much she wants to sleep with the same character, really ruined any connection I could have had to that character. So this brings us up to 14. Remember how I told you to bookmark that age? Well, when I was 14, I got my first job, had my own money, and really started to provide for myself. I had to. It's not like my parents were going to. This is also when I started to advocate for myself. I approached my father the day after I caught Lily sneaking into my room for the third time and confronted her. I told him I was afraid Lily had already been or was going to do something to me in my sleep, that I was afraid of her and what she was going to do to me. My father told me to write down all the reasons I felt that way. Lily had a psychiatrist appointment the next day, and he would take the list to her doctor and speak with him. So I did. I wrote down everything from the Meg stuff to my underwear going missing and her asking me about incest. I didn't list the games because I still felt at fault for not saying no. I gave the list to my father and waited for the next day. When they got back from the appointment, I asked my father what the doctor said. I was told by him that he was told by Lily's own doctor that I was not safe around Lily and to not leave me alone with her under any circumstances. I don't know if anything else was said or suggested because my father brushed me off after.
Okay, really quick. I'll rewind about 10 seconds. All right. So in order to get the full context with all the logs, I can just, after we're done with the story, after we're done with the video and all of the backstory, all right. After we're done with that, I could just tell you guys about the connection to Poppy and Zena. There is. Okay. If anyone in chat has a Tumblr account, please speak up. I am not about to sit here and make a fucking Tumblr account so I can scroll down in the repository of all things Poppy and Zena because it's on Tumblr. See, it stops me, okay? Please speak up. If you have a Tumblr account, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM on Discord. I will give you this link and you can find the actual, screen caps for me and send them to me. That would be very helpful. There is no fucking way. Otherwise, we're watching another video, okay? I got nuked in the porn ban. Hey, listen. Gooner's down bad. Gooner's down bad.
Told by Lily's own doctor that I was not safe around Lily and to not leave me alone with her under any circumstances. I don't know if anything else was said or suggested because my father brushed me off after telling me this and wouldn't speak about it further. Making the mistake of believing my parents had my safety as a priority, I relaxed enough about the issue to go to work that night. I worked 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. every weekend. I got home the next morning after work and went to bed. My mother had to work, but it was a Saturday, so my father was home and I thought I was safe. I woke up alone in the house with Lily. Dad had gone to get groceries while I was asleep and just left me there with her. I called one of my best friends in a panic, bawling my eyes out, told her everything. She lived right up the road, so she came right over and sat with me in my room, and I told her everything in more detail, including the fact that my dad was told not to leave me alone with her. My friend said to herself about finding out just how deep this shit with Lily went, and asked her to sit in the kitchen so she could play matchmaker. This friend went about asking Lily what kind of girl she would be interested in, what kind of hair, what color eyes, what body type, etc. After every question, Lily would look over at me. I was doing dishes in the kitchen to listen in on her answers, and answer every question with, kind of like Courtney's. It was the body type question that sent me over the edge. I was cleaning the meat cleaver, so I took it to Lily's throat. I'd already grabbed her by her hair, and I told her I would gut her like the pig that she is if she so much as looked at me wrong. I asked my father for a door lock when he got home. He said no. Walked to Walmart and got myself one, then proceeded to argue with and call my father's bluff when he tried to stop me from putting it on my door. I told him if he wasn't going to protect me, then I would protect myself, and if I had to leave to do it, I would. I stopped wetting the bed that year. My underwear stayed on my body all night, every night from the first night I had the lock. Okay, I'm going to take a page out of Swoop's playbook and put in a little kitty palette cleanser. Enjoy some pictures of Batman and chill music for a minute. Look at him. He's so fat.
We got some cat pictures. All right. Who's ready to expose themselves for the benefit of the stream and publicly out that they have a Tumblr account? That's why I said that they can DM me on Discord, okay? I wasn't about to publicly shame anybody for having a fucking Tumblr account. All right?
He's got a wish list on Amazon. I'll have it in the description below. So, that's the gist of my sexual abuse at the hands of both my siblings. All 12 to...
So, age 0... So, in summary... Age 0 to 3, frequent UTIs and yeast infections. This is when I suspect Cameron started molesting me. Cameron made a game out of raping me, made me play house with him, and would make me be the mom, so we would have to make babies. That was age 3 to 6. Ages 7 to 10, underwear stops or starts disappearing off of her in the middle of the night. Lily Orchard jerks off over her, makes her touch the you know, makes her touch the cum on the blanket, all that stuff. And then 11 to 14, therapist tells the parents, hey, this motherfucker is raping your other daughter. You should probably keep them separate at all times. And the parents didn't, so she had to buy herself her own door lock. So there we are. That's the timeline here. All right, we'll finish this one out, and then I'll see if we have some. Nope, I can't get the log, so we're gonna have to watch Malcolm's video on it. Malcolm's video is only like 5 minutes long though, so.
14 years of it. Most of it at Lily's hands, taking advantage of the grooming I faced at Cameron's. I wish I could say that's all I had to deal with in my household growing up, but if I'm being honest, it's only the half of it. The neglect, parentification, victim blaming, and emotional abuse I suffered at the hands of my parents, as well as growing up in a household filled with screaming, fighting, threats of violence, acts of violence, etc., comprised the rest of my childhood, until I decided that sleeping in a bus shelter in the rain was a better option than going back to those people. And don't think I've forgotten about you, Ethel. I should thank you after all. That greedy stunt you pulled with Vangelina is really what pushed me to stop relying on someone else to get the truth out about my sister, and just start my own series. I look forward to what you have to say when I use all the same screenshots that Vangelina used. You know, the ones you don't own. But I'm getting ahead of myself. That's for the next video. Alright, that was rough. More so for all of you than me, really. I'm used to repeating this stuff. Some of you were hearing it all clearly for the first time. Big thank you to the people who helped me make this video. Your suggestions were greatly appreciated. And of course, another big thank you to Hello. Without her, I wouldn't be here looking this amazing. Take care of yourself.
Alrighty. So that's the backstory for what this next little drop right here. Now, who's ready to, are these two different abusers or one? This is, so in summary, that was the backstory of a person who was abused by their sibling. Their sibling being Lily Orchard, who I had to look up. I did not realize that this person has 142,000 subscribers.
5 years ago, I made a...
Please stop. So Lily and Michaela, I guess. And so this person has a big YouTube account. They raped their sister for quite a long time. And that video was the sister who was raped. Now we're going to move forward in the timeline to sometime, I believe, in the last 2 years. My understanding is Poppy and Zena had some sort of beef with Lily Orchard. Because they had a beef with Lily Orchard, Lily Orchard's sister saw them beefing with her and was like, you know what? People should know Lily is a rapist. An incestual rapist who tried to use their autistic riz to through the lens of Family Guy, no less, to riz up their younger sister after raping her for several years. Okay? This avatar is so cringe. What basement dweller is this? Listen. Don't ask me. I don't think I've ever seen a Lily Orchard video. What the fuck kind of content they even make? Is it just like commentary on video games and TV? Mary Sue's are fun, actually. It would be a fucking incestual rapist that would say some shit like that, wouldn't it? Anyways. So yeah, we got this person involved, all right? So anyway, the Courtney Orchard person goes to Zena and Poppy to expose their incestual rapist sister for being an incestual rapist. And I guess this is the outcome of that.
You're
Wait, hold on.
lying.
Are there logs in the transcript? No. Damn.
Somebody get the electric chair right now. What?
She had an interview with her about how her. You're kidding. This isn't real. No, you're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. Okay, this is the one that everybody was telling me to read. Courtney Orchard. And so I was confused because I thought that this was Lily Orchard. I was.
1 second. This kind of feels super real. Like, it seems like she's very jaded to her trauma. It feels like most people get manipulated into thinking they have trauma, so it's very, wait, hold on. It feels like most people get manipulated into thinking they have trauma, so it's very fresh in their brain. Yeah, what I think that people don't realize is, like, there's a difference between trauma and, like, a bad thing that happened to you, right? How's it going, Dank Brandon? There's a difference between trauma and something bad that happened to you. Trauma is going to be some event, and it's usually something bad that happened to you, right? Or something bad that you saw, or something along those lines, that left an actual, like, psychological mark on you, right? That's the difference between trauma and something bad that happened to you, which is just like something bad happens to everyone, but not everyone has fucking trauma. Not everyone needs to, go to a therapist who, like, puts them into fucking hypnosis so that they can open their third eye and relive their trauma from their past and dig up repressed memories and shit. Like, most people don't have that kind of trauma. But that Courtney Orchard person, like, the way that she talks seems to lead credence to it. It's very blunt, matter of fact, not all this, like, weasel wordy, leaving anything up for anything up for interpretation. I cut it off at the very end there, but at the end of the video, she does say, like, I'm sorry if the way I talked about this is upsetting to some of you guys, but, like, this was my life, and I'm used to telling this story. I've told this story many times to people that I know, to therapists, et cetera, et cetera. Like, so she's told the story a bunch of times. She's probably worked through some of this. I'm not sure. I've never heard about that person until, like, 3 days ago. So good luck to them. But right here is the connection to Zena and Poppy.
Who's like, isn't Lily Orchard like Bad News Bears? Don't we like not like Lily Orchard? Lily essayed Courtney. Why do they have the same last name? Were they married? Oh, they're siblings. Ew. Incest. Ooh. No. Okay. Before we go any further, this was something that people recommended that I look into following the release of the Google Docs on Poppy. And the whole point was, one, that this is somebody that Poppy just met. This isn't somebody that she had like an existing relationship with. It kind of serves as evidence of how she treats people that she doesn't even really know very well. And I also want to point out, because I don't really cover it in this, unfortunately, this is just my raw reaction. This is somebody that asked Poppy for help for access to her platform. Keep that in mind when we move forward and we see how Poppy treats this person. One, that she just met. Two, was a victim. And three, came to Poppy for help. Poppy was like, of course, I'll help you. Just keep that in mind. Anonymous says, not sure if you saw a follow-up in the replies, but she claims that CO and SH are also into incest. Who is CO? Courtney Orchard and SH. Who's SH? Are also into incest. Not sure who SH... Well... I should just read and stop asking questions. Allow me to try that again. Not sure if you saw her follow-up in the replies, but she claims that CO and SH are also on it. Not sure who SH is, but I'm assuming CO is Courtney. Not a good look at all. Shitposting blog that hates them says, Poppy is really low for dragging a CSA survivor that she sexually exploited into it. I wouldn't be surprised if Poppy pulled Courtney into that, or planned to, but due to how utterly shocking and disgusted Courtney was upon finding out, I find Poppy's claim is a load of shit. I'm not predatory. This victim is also into incest.
Also, Poppy has been trying to put out her side of the story on, whether it's about the stuff with Noe Flake, whether it's the stuff about her daughter, or I'm sorry, I'm assuming daughter. I don't know why I'm assuming daughter. The child that we're going to get to after this, right? Like Poppy is in damage control mode, but her version of damage control is just to viciously fucking attack all of the people, not just making allegations against her. It is to viciously attack them, even though they're the ones that have the logs, even though they're the ones that have all this evidence posted out there that show all of the behaviors that Poppy did to them, that they're alleging that she did to them. They have proof. And all Poppy has to say is like, these people are mentally ill. They raped me. And they should have come to me in private about this. Like, and then they'll like go off for like 10 minutes just ad homming the fuck out of them. It is actually, I can't believe I'm saying this because we've seen some really botched responses to allegations before, right? Like, if you guys are Twitch politics viewers, all right, 2020, there were some allegations against a guy named Prime Kai for abusing his position of power and essentially, you know, being a sexually weird person towards an employee. That employee went on to date another streamer who did a whole call out stream, and then Destiny called in high on meth, like Atticus Finch, and methed up Atticus Finch was the lawyer for Prime Kai. The only reason Prime Kai is still able to stream is because Destiny went in there and defended him. This motherfucker went out. He didn't do anything. Like, the worst thing that you could accuse him of being is cringe, but he didn't do anything bad. But when he goes on stream, he botched responding to the allegations by just saying like, yeah, I apologize for everything. Like, I obviously, you know, like overstepped some boundaries. Like, no, you were cringe, right? That's a botched response to some drama, right? That's some botched response to some drama. And even that was not nearly on the level of Zena and Poppy, like, attacking not only someone that they raped and calling them a rapist, but also attacking their own child that had to run away from their house because they had like total financial and, you know, physical control of them at all times, right? And then they threaten their own child with a lawsuit if they don't retract all of their statements with evidence that the child put out against them. And now with this person's the, you know, the victim of multiple years long sustained child sexual assault, who came to Poppy for help, and then Poppy does all of this, and then Poppy attacks her too. Like, how do you botch it that bad? At a certain point, just like, shut the fuck up. Don't say anything else. Don't say anything else. If you're going to stream through the pain and talk about something else and just ignore all of the allegations because you have no evidence on your side to explain yourself. Just stream through the pain. And, you know, like, if we go to I still have the tab open from their social blade. Like, if we go to their fucking social blade, it's not getting any fucking better for them. If they're losing subscribers at the rate that they have been, by the end of the year, they'll have lost 7.8K subscribers. They only, at their peak, wait, where's their total subscribers? Their peak was 10.7K. At the rate that they're going, in the way that they're responding, they're going to lose everything because they don't have a fucking job anymore. They don't have prospects for a job anymore. This is their only form of fucking income because their child ran off with, you know, the The trust fund that their dead mom set up for them that Zena and Poppy were dipping into to subsidize their degenerate fucking streamer lifestyle. Like, at a certain point, just shut the fuck up and don't respond. But anyway, sorry, I'm going off on a long tangent. I fucking hate these people so fucking much. Holy shit. It's like actually just so fucking disgusting. Everything about them is so fucking disgusting. They lost their job so that they can keep streaming. And now they're lighting their stream on fire. Yeah.
Which has implications that Courtney somehow enjoyed Lily's abuse and won't admit to it. You're joking. How old is this? When did this drop? Have people known about this for a while? And people were just like, no, she's just silly goofy? Like, this is like a... No. You're kidding. No. That's fucking disgusting.
So Poppy's really low for dragging the CSA incest survivor she sexually exploited into it. I wouldn't be surprised if Poppy pulled Courtney into that or planned to, but due to how utterly shocked and disgusted Courtney was upon finding out, I find Poppy's claim as a load of shit. I'm not predatory. This incest victim is also into incest, which has an implication that Courtney somehow enjoyed Lily's abuse and just won't admit to it.
Disgusting. No. Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just go. So Poppy says, remember me having an incest kink is a problem.
Wait, hold on. I think the way you botch things shows your character somewhat. Prime Kai's, at least from what you characterized it as, was willing to admit wrongdoings. Poppy is showing that they do not care what they did. I mean, sure, like full fucking disclosure. At this point, I am not a fan of Prime Kai. Me and him were chill back then, you know. And, you know, do I think that he's like a bad person? No, I don't think he's a bad person. I just think he's a stupid person who is still desperate to like make his failed streaming career work. Like that's all Prime Kai's is, right? But he's not a bad person, right? And he was probably just like, okay, well, what do you do when someone like tries to allege that you like sexually exploited them? Well, you have to apologize first and foremost, because if you just deny it, then everyone's going to say like, believe the woman, and then you're kind of fucked. So like, I understand why he did what he did. I don't think that he's a bad person, but you know what? I do think he's a really fucking stupid person. And if he was smart, he probably would have tried to like at least defend himself a fucking little bit. Okay. Prime did the progressive botch where he apologized for not knowing he made a girl uncomfortable. Yeah. When she never really fucking said that she was uncomfortable, but here, let's go back.
Okay, let's just go for it. Let's just go. So Poppy says, remember me having an incest kink is a problem, but yes, you having an incest kink is a problem. Yes.
I love
Malcolm.
Malcolm's such a cool dude.
Remember me having an incest kink is a problem, but working with CO and SH who both have one is fine because they help the quote Poppy hate train. This is blatant hypocrisy.
Whoa,
is
holy
outstanding to them.
shit, dude. Wait, hold on. Remember, me having an incest kink is a problem, but working with Courtney Orchard and whoever that is, who both have one, is fine because they help the Poppy hate train. The blatant hypocrisy is outstanding. Bro. Show of hands in chat. Type 1 in chat if you got the impression from Courtney Orchard's video where she detailed the brutal, sustained rapes from her brother and sister growing up, from the time she was fucking in diapers until she was fucking 13 or 14 years old. Show of hands, one's in chat. Do you think that that person has an incest kink based off of the way that they detailed that story? No ones? I didn't think so. My brain is fucking blowing out the back of my head right now. I could have swore. What a fucking retard. What does she think that she's gonna get away with it by saying that?
Standing to them, and then there's like an image. So please tell me she says, LOL, excuse me, bitch. What? What? Oh, I know what time it is. Back after my first stream with Poppy, she started coming on.
Oh, by the way, the please tie my shoe at the beginning of Courtney Orchard's video, she said that one of her online handles is please tie my shoe, I believe.
Please tie my shoe, Courtney. Courtney. Praying for Courtney. Adding Courtney to my list of nightly prayer recipients. Holy fuck. Okay, so I know what this is. Back after my first stream with Poppy, when she started coming onto the stream, she sent me furry porn. Incest furry porn. Sibling incest furry porn. Then defended why and how she was into incest. No! You're lying.
It's
Somebody
so fucking...
get the electric chair right now. What?
It is unfucking believable. She streams with Poppy. Poppy knows the context of this person's backstory. The victim is not into incest. This is the incest speaking. This is the victim speaking, okay? Wait, were we not supposed to send people we just met incest furry porn? Yeah, well, and I want to make this clear for people. I know that the sexual liberation stuff is really, really big. I know that everybody is all about not kink shaming. But there are some things you should keep close to your chest. The tagline, don't kink shame people, has been a catastrophic phrase for humankind. Kink shame people now. Yes, Tequila Sunrise. Now, I was talking about this with my friend last night because I was explaining the whole Poppy and Zena thing. And, you know, like, I can't fully qualify or quantify all of these things, but I think that there's like a low end and there's a high end of like how weird a sexual kink or just attraction is, right? Like a one, I could definitely say that like one very lowest, not weird at all thing to be into, ass tits, right? Not weird at all to be into, right? I don't even know, like, given, like, especially after looking at some of the shit that Zena and Poppy have put on their fucking stream, I cannot possibly even begin to detail things that would be in the 10 area on the scale of 1 to 10 of how weird the kink is. But I think once you get past maybe like high end, a 4 out of 10 on the weirdness scale, I'm going to say like, let's say feet fetish is like the perfect middle. Like it's not normal, but it's not demonic and deranged sexual kinks, right? It's just like the perfect level of weirdness where you're like, okay, you have a foot fetish. You're really fucking weird. But like, I don't think that you're going to do anything disgusting to me or my family or my friends, right? Like, I don't feel like I'm in danger around you. Whereas like, maybe like, you know, pedo shit would be on a like 10. Like absolutely the weirdest, fucking most disgusting shit possible. You should keep that shit to yourself. You should never enact that shit, you know? Like murdering someone and then like slitting their throat and fucking the throat, you know? That's like on the 10. You should never tell anyone that you're into that. You should never tell anyone that you're into that. You should keep that close to your chest. And anyone that shames those kinks is totally based and red-pilled and Giga Chad. All right? The incest stuff, I don't want to like even pretend to know where I would put that on a scale of 1 to 10. What about race play? I'm not going to go into every single fucking kink, all right, Sieg? You know what? The fact that you're asking me makes me feel like you're hoping that I'm going to say 2, 3, or 4 so that you can tell everyone that you're into race play. Is that what this is, Sieg? Is this you testing the waters? I'm not going to quantify all of these things. I don't even want to begin thinking about how to start categorizing them into all these different, levels. But if it's above a 4, you should probably never tell anyone about your kink. And if someone is being so open about their kink that's like at a 7 or an 8 of the weird sexual kink, scale, you should absolutely 100% of the time, no holds barred, shame the fuck out of them. Because we don't need more Poppy and Zenas in society who feel comfortable sending fucking furry incest sibling incest porn to the victim of childhood sexual assault from their siblings. The sexual liberation shit has gone too far. It's time to reel it back in and start shaming the fuck out of people. There's nothing hotter than race play while wearing my MAGA hat. You know what? See, I'll have to buy a MAGA hat and try that out then, all right?
She had an interview with her about how her sister incestuously raped her, and then she was like, here's some furry porn, I think it's hot. You're kidding. She shouldn't have she should have lost her fucking license. No. Oh my god. Okay, we have to keep reading, but
and also, the fact that Poppy did this while she was a licensed fucking therapist is fucking wild.
I feel like I don't want to, because I know it gets worse from here, but where else are we gonna go? I don't want to go anywhere else. Right here is bad enough. I don't want to keep going down. Okay, so we have been given the questionable.
Okay, Gas, you're doing the thing right now, all right? You're doing the thing right now where there are things that you should keep close to your chest. And you're telling everybody. I'm very glad that the kick chat is broken for the stream, the overlay, because not everyone needs to know. Okay?
Material. And I quote, played along with most of it, hoping for the interaction to be over and for it never to be brought up again. I mean, honestly, what do you even fucking say to that? I gotta be completely honest with you. I think I would be completely stun-locked as well. If I just, spent time with somebody and I was telling them that I was, incestuously assaulted or whatever, and then they were like, anyway, so I think incest is really hot. I also think I would just be like, what do you even say to that? So I don't mean to...
You send you go into Google, all right? Someone does that to you. Go into Google. You type in the word noose. You go to images. You find your favorite picture of a noose and you send it to them. And then you block them. Okay? Someone knows that you've been raped by your brother or sister. And then they send you incest porn. You send them a noose, and then you block them. The butcher knife should have gone deeper.
Kink shame, but these are my honest feelings. No, we should kink shame. We should kink shame incest. Yes, we should. For people who think incest is okay, cool, or fun, to me, you're broken. You're the very definition of... This is just true. Okay? She's saying it better than I ever could. To me, you're broken. You're the very definition of somebody that doesn't need to be in the gene pool. The only purpose of blood relation is to tell you who not to fuck and who to fuck, and somehow you got that one fundamental thing that separates us from animals wrong. Fucking face. Let's go, Courtney. You need extensive therapy and to be as far away from any semblance of family as possible for the rest of your unnatural life. I'm not into incest, Poppy. I never was. I just needed your platform. Everything I ever said about agreeing with you, the same things, liking or caring about you were a bold-faced lie. You disgust me, Poppy.
Jesus
I mean, you didn't at
Christ.
first, and you were... you didn't at first. At first, you were just a bottom rung of a very, very tall ladder that is getting my sister dealt with. At first, you were just annoying, but now, Jesus Christ. Now you've attempted to violate my consent in a way that you have left, just like Lily did to Lizzie. What's next, Poppy? Gonna commission rape art of me? I mean, that's on the next page of Lily's playbook if you're right. On track. You seriously need help, sterilization, and a prison sentence. Fucking pathetic.
Oh yeah. Also, just some fun trivia that I learned. Okay. some fun trivia that I learned about the Lily Orchard person. Not only did they rape their sister, they also commissioned an artist to draw her raping her sister when they were kids for her goon folder. So we're talking like similar levels, if not worse levels of derangement to Poppy here. Also, something else that we're going to get into later. I guess Poppy like admits to also raping someone when she was a child, like raping a younger person when she was also a child. So that's, I believe it was their cousin. So we'll get to that eventually, but it only gets worse. It only gets worse. I think they wrote fanfic that resembled molestation or something like that. Well, what's next, Poppy? You gonna commission rape art of mine? Or of me? I mean, that's the next page out of Lily's playbook, and you are right on track. I mean, like I'm pretty sure that's the... I mean, I don't know. Listen, it could be both. I feel like I've heard Lily Orchard's name before, but really I've only heard it said more than like in passing in the past 3 days. Never watched their videos. No idea really who they are outside of this context, which is, I think, all the context that I fucking need.
I mean, that's pretty accurate to my feelings. I think that ties in pretty closely with what I'm feeling as well. I swear to God, that's the worst thing I've ever fucking read in my entire life. That's the worst fucking thing I've read in my entire fucking life. The furry thing, that's horrific. I've never heard anything like that before. Something else that I want to add, just as we're wrapping this up, is I was genuinely shocked and surprised that this wasn't something that nuked Poppy and Zena's channel quite a long time ago, meaning like when this came out. Only because Poppy built her entire platform off of this Lily Orchard drama, believing Lily Orchard's sister, trying to get Lily Orchard taken down, blah, blah, blah. All of her audience has been cultivated about supporting Courtney, believing Courtney, trying to get Courtney help with dealing with Lily, and then it leaks that this happens. I think that's kind of the weirdest part about the whole thing, is that this is the context or the content that she built her entire channel off of, but blind leading the blind, I suppose.
Jesus. All right. So that is the Lily Orchard, Courtney Orchard connection to Zena and Poppy. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking despicable. It's disgusting. It's demonic. It's all of these things. I genuinely have no fucking... Malcolm was the one that told me about that. And I did not believe him whatsoever. It's just so fucking crazy. And without any self-awareness, to like a degree that I could only assume like it would be a mistake that like an AI would make, right? Like AI talking to someone in the little chat box, they give their backstory, right? The AI, algorithm a little fucked, right? And so the AI sends like, I see you're into incest porn, right? And then they link that. Like, that's like a mistake that an AI would make. Literally, no conscious thought process type shit. And yet here we are with Poppy after making, I'm actually super curious. If we go to their channel, Lily Orchard. One, two, three. Oh, Our Adventures with Lily Orchard. How many videos are in the playlist? Why would you take me to the main page when I want to see the playlist? 10 videos they have. a year ago. So they have all these videos. Oh, just to remind you, these are Demon Mama orbiters. Yeah. I mean, like, here, this is something that I'll say. As much as I hate fucking Demon Mama and Doe and basically everyone in that sphere of the internet, I don't think that they're fucking stupid enough to do this sort of thing. I would actually be genuinely surprised if it came out that something like, we know some stuff about their like weird kink shit, right? Like Demon Mama has a dog bed on the floor for Doe to sleep on so that they can do like the puppy shit. I don't fucking know, right? Like not something that I'm into, right? And it's super fucking weird, possibly abusive, but like it's not on the same tier as what we're looking at with Zena and Poppy. I really do think that with Zena and Poppy, they are so uniquely coon-brained, so uniquely like lacking self-awareness, so uniquely manipulative and all of that shit. And all of those things in combination, I don't think that there's going to be another YouTuber or streamer like this. I don't think there's going to be another like YouTuber or streamer like this for a while, right? Like this is just like so uniquely fucking crazy, so uniquely like fucking insane. And I don't think that Demon Mama, as much as I fucking hate her, I don't think that she's either A, that kind of person. I think she's like manipulative in a different way, right? I think that she is very calculated in the way that she interacts with people online. But I don't get these vibes from her, right? I also, too, don't think that she's stupid enough, given the size of her platform and the amount of people that fucking hate her. I don't think that she's stupid enough to try and fuck every single person that they get into a conversation with in DMs. I just don't think that Demon Mama is that stupid. As much as I fucking hate her and as stupid as I think that she is, she's not that stupid. This is like some advanced technique retardation. It's, yeah, sorry. I'm one thing about this whole, series of drama is just how unbelievable it is and how speechless it makes me. It's fucking insane. Like every single fucking bit of this drama is from beginning to end of every doc. Just like the most roller coaster ride, like inflicting 10 G's onto your body and then going smooth for a while and then dropping you back down to 10 G's again. Like it's like the you guys know the suicide roller coaster? Yeah, the euthanasia coaster. There we are. It's like it has such like insane levels of G-forces through the loops that it would starve your body of blood to the brain for long enough to kill you. Like, I feel like that's what we're doing reading through all of these documents. It's like actually fucking unhinged. It's deranged. It is demonic. It is not okay. But now we're going to go into the second document. And depending on what you guys are feeling by the end of today's stream, we'll either, like, mind you, barring any more crazy leaks. Well, there goes my earbud. Barring any more crazy leaks, if you guys are good with the story as is at the end of this stream, I don't think we need to read it anymore. I don't think I need to know anymore. I think I got a pretty good idea of Poppy and Zena's character after all of this, right? Wait, how far are we allowed apart? I'm reading Dune and they want Paul to fuck his little sister? Oh, thank you for the fucking spoilers. I should actually ban you right fucking now. Because I'm not going to read Dune. I'm going to wait fucking 4 years for the next movie to come out. Fucking loser. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me grab that earbud that just dropped. Also, it wasn't Doe that had the Shotokan hard drive. That was the other one, Fawn. Yes, there is Demon Mama, and then there's Doe, and then there's someone else that has a deer naming convention named Fawn, and that's the one that likes the Shotokan. That's the pedophile. More like 15 years? I don't think it's going to be 15 years. All right. Prepare yourself. This shit's going to get fucking wild. I don't know how many pages there are in this, and we don't have to like go through like literally every single thing here. But there's a lot of pictures here. It's not as long as the last one, right? So it's not, if we're lucky, this won't take up the entire stream and we can do something of a palate cleanser at the end, but yeah, we'll see. All right. Poppy and Zena are abusive parents. Poppy and Zena said that they didn't abuse their kid, that their kid abused them. They're lying, and here's the proof. Oh shit, should we also actually this depends on it's an hour fucking long. Okay. Yeah, we're not watching that one right now. But yes, this is the addressing my estranged child's allegations part 1. And then they have to label this as discourse. And I don't know why they call it discourse. Is there any explanation for that anywhere in any of the leaks for anyone that has been following this drama? Does anybody know why it's discourse instead of just saying discourse? I'm sorry, I didn't see this before. Yay, Antenna Cactus in chat. How's it fucking going? We just got through with talking about the Courtney Orchard shit with Zena and Poppy. That's what you just missed. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see this first comment, the pinned comment. Did I see the video? Yep, that's what we went over. Hey everyone, we had a weird error on the channel and some comments that were constructive criticism and or support got hidden from the channel. If you don't see your comment, email us at, oh, they still kept the Trans Girl the Rapist email account. I'm sorry, Trans Girl Therapist account. Please email us at transgirltherapist. Sorry, I actually wasn't trying to do it that time. Please email us at transgirltherapist@gmail.com and let us know the gist of the comment and we can make sure that we fix the error. Fuck me. Sorry. Genuine mistake. There are allegations. I'm not making any definitive claim for legal purposes. Fuck me. Okay. Poppy and Zena said they didn't abuse their kid, that their kid abused them. It's like Hamas Piker, I just say it by mistake all the time. Yeah. They're lying, and here's the proof. Preface. We're going to zoom in a little bit because this is like 2-point font. I want to keep these points in mind, or I want you to keep these points in mind as you read through this document. Well, this is not the abuse of a minor. This is the abuse of a vulnerable person by people who claim parenthood over them. Poppy's child will be referred to as Spawn for their privacy. Obviously, they have no problem with naming and shaming their fucking child. Their child that they rose from birth through the death of the mother have no problem with naming and shaming and threatening to sue their own child. That'll give you just a quick little, it's like a trailer to a movie, all right? And the trailer of the movie is just the title of their video, a hit piece on their own child. Poppy's child will be referred to as Spawn for their privacy. Poppy is not Spawn's biological parent, but has been parenting them since birth and the death of their mother when they were about 4 years old. At the time, Spawn was significantly physically disabled, without reliable transportation, isolated, searching for a job, and using their trust fund from their deceased mother to pay Poppy and Zena's rent. Did you get to the part where Poppy claims their child's dead mother groomed them? No. I have not read this document. I have only heard tangential information around it. I have the general idea of what happened. I did not know that. It was on video. If you could find me the timestamp, I would, you know what? I would love to see it. Poppy has said in a recent stream that Spawn hasn't been their child in her eyes for 10 years. This document doesn't even delve that far in the past. Spawn is 24. Pay attention to the power dynamic and the evidence provided below. This document is not the fullest extent of what Spawn has gone through. Trigger warning for gaslighting, general emotional abuse, abuse of a dependent, restrictive eating, neglect, ableism. The restrictive eating part of this is actually some of the most buck wild shit I've ever heard in my entire goddamn life. It is actually some of the fucking craziest, deranged shit. But let's go. Poppy on being a parent. Check out, this is on the not safe for work or Twitter account. Concupiscent progress? What does that fucking mean? What does this have to do with, oh, okay. Concupiscent progress. Oh, it's just proving that this is their Reddit account. Because it's posted from their not safe for work Twitter account of their, is this the shark, like the date rape shark account? I know there's commented on, I know there's no checklist to prove I'm valid, but it still feels really invalidating to not like them. My big sister has 2 kids, and I just find them annoying and really stressful. My big sister has 2 kids, and I find them annoying and stressful. That makes me feel like a guy, but I really don't want to be. Trans woman here. Fuck having kids. Already did that once, and it was way too much work. You are absolutely a girl, and you can be selfish, and it's totally cool. If you marry someone and they have a child and you are their parent figure from the time they are born through the death of the biological mother, no, you can't be selfish and have it be totally cool. By the way, I'm going to get like probably a little bit fucking triggered because there are some people that like, I'm not a fucking parent. Okay. I've worked in education a little bit. I've been a substitute teacher. I've been a, I don't even know what the fuck to call the previous job titles. I helped test kids for autism. I helped with helping kids prep who have been like falling behind in class, right? Like, so I've worked with kids before. And sometimes kids will just like drop on you some shit that they've like been abused and stuff. And it makes you see red because they're like 4 years old, 5 years old, you know, and then they'll like just like tell you that their dad's in prison and then their, you know, mom's boyfriend is beating them and they want you to be their mom's boyfriend instead because you're nice to them, right? You don't get to be a parent and be selfish and not care about the fucking kid. if you're selfish and a parent and you do not take care of the kid, or you do not like having the kid, and you honestly fucking find someone else, give it to the fucking grandparents. Give it to someone that will actually give a fuck. Okay? Anyways. Key for this document. Red sensors are Poppy, purple are Spawn, green are Spawn's friends. Okay, we'll try to remember that. This doc contains a mixture of screenshots from group chats, Spawn's private Discord server with a few of their friends, and some photos of paper notes left for Spawn. (3/20/23). The housing assignment. So this is Poppy and Zena and Spawn. Please stay on task. Rules at bottom of pages will be enforced. If you get to a section of that house where we need to move stuff, please let us know. Oh, this is Zena speaking. FYI, all the trashes will definitely need to be emptied after chores. Now here's Poppy. Spawn, on the laundry basket outside your room is instructions. Please read them thoroughly. We will be going over this tonight after work. The requirements for restoring your internet are on there. There are only 2 things, and they are relatively short, but do require reflection. Thanks, Mom. Note, up here. Spawn, the child, was using their trust fund from their deceased mother to pay Poppy and Zena's rent. Spawn was paying the rent on the apartment, paying the bills for the internet, and they're getting restricted from being able to use the internet that they were paying for. The internet was their only way of staying in touch with their friends. They were allowed to use the mobile hotspot if their main internet got restricted, but that meant they only got 10 gigabytes per month. To Spawn, please read thoroughly. Requirements to get back the internet. If I had a roommate, if I had a fucking roommate that I was paying the rent for, and they wrote me some shit like this, I wouldn't be streaming today. I would be behind bars. They would have found me sitting in their room. No, I'm not going to make that joke. Never mind. Sitting in their room with a katana, bloody, laid on the ground, cradling their head when the police found me. That's where I would be. Okay? This is some fucking unbelievable fucking crazy shit. I've had to pay my roommates' rents before to help them out, right? If they came to me and told me to fucking do some dishes after I paid their rent, I would have sling bladed the entire family. Chris Benoit would have looked tame. I just can't even fucking imagine like what my response would be. I don't know what it would be, but it would not be positive, right? Requirements to get back the internet. Please finish the housing assignment. Several pieces were not complete. Zena and I have gone through and highlighted the parts that were missed. The point of this assignment is to understand all the parts around renting. 2, we would like a brief write-up, 1 to 3 paragraphs, explaining the specific issue that Zena spoke to you about. Specifically, the tendency to not fully communicate information about jobs or chores and giving each of us different information. The issues around completing tasks fully and any house rules discussed. See your journal. They run this fucking apartment like a fucking kindergarten. Spawn contributed more than that bum Zena. Yeah, what the fuck is Zena even doing? Hey, by the way, hey guys, I have not seen a single fucking thing in any of these documents, in any of the videos that I've watched or listened to, in any of their videos where they're coping and seething and crying, okay? Is Zena literally just a warm body? Is Zena just like a fucking human fleshlight for Poppy? What the fuck do they do? So Zena sleeps with Poppy. I imagine that's the prime contribution. Do they do like Patreon art? Do they we know that they don't cook and clean. We'll see that in this document, okay? They don't cook or clean. They don't have a fucking job. Yes, she exists. That's literally it. She's literally just a fucking fat, nasty fucking bed blob. Disability fraud. That's it. That's her job. True. I feel like if that was my existence, I would like unironically, like that would make me suicidal. If my entire existence was staying in an apartment that my girlfriend's child was paying the full rent on, and like my only responsibility was to restrict access that this child has to food, bathroom, internet, clothes, anything. Like I'm just like oh wait, hold on. I just actually fucking realized what Zena's job is. She's the fucking prison warden, guys. She's the prison warden. We'd like a brief write-up explaining the specific issue that Zena spoke to you about. You didn't complete your tasks fully. Zena's going to have to grab the truncheon. You don't want Zena to get the truncheon again. She might get a migraine, and you won't like Zena when she gets a migraine. Fuck, dude. I had the following to your... They're literally physically printing out shit and highlighting it? Bro, I'm seeing red right now. And I knew that this was in the document. I just never saw the pictures. I'm seeing red right now. Sorry. Add the following to your logs. Also save the following directions to continue using for your write-ups. Fix past logs and tasks with the needed information and complete every single requirement. Read each word highlighted. Bro, the passive-aggressive highlighting of read each word. Your resume must be made in Word and then saved as a PDF when you are ready to hand it out. Do not put in HTML/CSS. If you don't have Word, then let me know and I will get you a program to use. Did Poppy just like have some dream of being a college professor and like gets off to the idea of writing out like a syllabus every week? This is some asshole millionaire leaving instructions to this maid type shit. This is like someone kidnapped someone, groomed them into never running away, and then you know, in the locked ass house that they are now the live-in sex slave fucking like Cinderella maid for. This is the millionaire groomer sex abuser type shit that you would see. Like this is like serial killer shit. I don't know. This is really so fucking weird. Sorry. List of specific apartments that you are interested in and some information about why you're interested and any other notes to each apartment that is useful, such as cost, utilities, concerns, pros, cons. List or use multiple websites. Okay. Add what was worked on during your appointments and give details. Must be more than one must be more than one sentence. We need the link for the documentation that you keep for jobs applied to when you applied, including the information from number 3. What was number 3? List specific jobs applied to with company name, job title, and link to job listing. This person is 24 years old. This person is 24 years old. Why the fuck do they need the name of the company, the job title, and link to the job listing? Here's the spreadsheet. They put notes. I can't believe this. Not what was asked for. Check Craigslist for possible rooms? What about utilities and internet? Not a good indicator for overall apartment experience. These are all negative. I'd kill myself. I need consistent internet to work on this. Understood. Utility costs should be able to be calculated online. Hey, Spawn, 2 things. Can you let me know after 7 p.m. when you are done getting dinner so we can start cooking? Why don't you guys just like all cook together? If you want to discuss the assignments today, let us know when we have time before we cook it and after dinner before stream. Cutoff to send it in is 8 p.m. After that, it will be too late and we'll have to look at it tomorrow after work. Do you want to get dinner first so I can keep working on this? I'm not super hungry at the moment because I had a pretty substantial lunch. So that was March 20th of last year. Jumping forward to April 23rd. Okay. Why are the screen caps so fucking dark? You're going to need to do before you leave. Let me be clear. Be upfront about your plans. Telling us randomly is not acceptable. Also, we work 2 jobs. You know this. We work 2 jobs. What other job do you fucking have? I'm sorry. What other fucking job do you have? Is the stream the other job? You work as a therapist. You should have enough money to pay for like basic rent without mooching off of your fucking child's trust fund. I honestly don't get why you act like this. Okay, is Saturday fine then? Y'all told me the weekend, so I'm asking about the weekend. What is wrong with you? Friday is a work day, and you asked about Friday. Okay, is Saturday fine then? Y'all told me the weekend, so I'm asking about the weekend. Oh, I'm sorry. What is wrong with you? Friday is a work day, and you asked about Friday. What do you mean, what is wrong with me? Why are you attacking me for no reason? This isn't attacking. You keep changing the story. Okay. This is attacking. Zena is a piece of shit. Okay? This isn't attacking. You keep changing the story. Go back and read what you wrote. You basically sound like Friday or bust and then asked about Saturday. I was going to ask about Saturday after Friday, but Friday was a better day. You haven't been upfront with any of your plans. Would Friday work for me to start moving? The new housemate goes out of town the next day, so I want to get the keys before then. This implies that you have a deadline that you need to do a thing by. Before you... Oh my god, the fucking Zena debate broing her partner's child. This implies that you have a deadline that you need to do a thing by. Quid pro quo. Ipso facto. Before you start moving, you do have obligations to this current living situation too that you need to discuss how you're going to help take care of them. What? Like what? We didn't know that we needed to have this talk with you this soon. What sort of obligations is a 24-year-old who's already paying your fucking rent, you nasty, disgusting, smelly bed blob? What obligations does she have to you? Yeah, you're not getting out of your fucking chair anytime, so fuck off. Like, imagine if Zena did get out of the chair. Imagine the fucking smell. Ugh. I could plan another trip out to blank. Scheduling things together was just a convenience. Next time, please make it clear when dates are flexible at the start. Spawn, this whole thing is an extremely poor way to... Oh my god, Zena is just laying into her. I honestly suggest that you write something up for us with... another write-up. We gotta write another fucking essay for my fucking mom and her fucking retard, fucking mentally fucking deranged, migraine-ridden, fucking unable to hold down a job because she's so fucking disabled, fucking sad bed blob of a fucking partner. Jesus Christ. Just write another essay, Spawn. Breaking boundaries as you leave isn't a really bad look. Okay, I'm sorry for not communicating. 3 more messages, gotta throw those in there. I think you honestly need to consider how you want to leave here. Do you want it to be on bad terms or amicable terms? Right now, I'm watching you destroy your relationships with both myself and your mom. If you're actually sorry, then stop doing this behavior. This is you making choices. Holy fucking shit. Zena is like, unironically, like the evil stepmother. Like, actually, is like a caricature of a fucking evil stepmother. Dog, I would fucking explode immediately. There would be no, like, that was a weird interaction. Maybe they're having a bad day. No, I would be so fucking unbelievably fucking pissed. Okay. Grumble, grumble. My mom completely without any warning talks about a lot of bronies turning out to be pedophiles. Me. You say things without warning for things that need warning. Sorry for talking about bronies without warning you. I was referring to the pedophilia part, actually. Actually, bronies are less egregious than pedophilia. I know that's a shocker to you, Mom, but pedophilia is way worse than the bronies. Poppy makes a joke about a lot of bronies turning out to be pedophiles, one that essentially says they're synonyms and starts laughing. Me, some of the things you think are funny aren't actually that funny. No, you're just overly sensitive sometimes. This is about the same time that Brit's Galaxy Brain came to her about Lily Orchard. Oof. My mom has opinions on triggers. Me. Person doesn't want to watch show because it's a trigger because of reason for trigger. Did you tell them that's a bullshit answer? No, I didn't, because it's not a bullshit answer. I said one of my friends has a phobia of dogs, and my mom went, did you tell them they're a bad person? Like, just because you love your dog doesn't mean someone's phobia isn't valid. Or when I say pedophilia jokes aren't funny, she called me too sensitive. Listen, maybe behind the scenes, Poppy's got a really edgy sense of humor. Maybe behind the scenes, Poppy's actually really funny. They're coming for C on this one? Oh, I was about to say, why? You're calling him a pedophile, but you're calling him a brony. But they're the same thing. Let's see here. I hate how much Zena... This is May 11th. Zena hoarding the bathroom. I hate how much Zena hoards the bathroom time. They're not even using it, but they won't let me shower because they might have to piss. I've heard about this, but I haven't read the specifics, so they won't let me shower because they might have to piss. Like, I've told you so many times you're allowed to just go while I'm showering. I don't care. Hey, listen, I would care. To be fair, I would. If someone walked into the bathroom while I'm in the shower and they just started pissing, I'd be a little livid. But I was walking around in 80-degree heat, and it's already been a few days since I last bathed. So I wanted to shower as soon as I got home, but no. So that was at 6:01, almost 2 hours later. Screams, finally I get permission to shower. And then Zena goes, actually, you should wait till we get home so the dog won't be alone for the 15 to 20 minutes you'll be allowed in the, or you're, I'm sorry. Yeah, you will be allowed to shower, but for the 15 to 20 minutes you'll be in the shower for, just take the fucking shower. Say that you had the dog in the bathroom with you and you were watching it the entire time. I think I would actually get, I think that I would actually, I would have a mental break living with these people. You're not allowed to shower because I might have to piss while you're in the shower. Fucking hold it then, retard. In addition to the migraines, does Zena like literally lack the plumbing down there to hold the piss? And then if I was finally like if I was somehow able to get over that, which I don't know if I would be able to, but if I was somehow able to get over that, if they then said like, no, actually you have to wait for a couple of more hours in your stinky, sweaty, nasty, fucking several day old clothes because we're not letting you shower. If they then said, actually wait for longer because the dog will be alone for 15 to 20 minutes. I think I might actually have a full mental break from reality. I think I might actually go postal. There would be bodies everywhere, including my own, because I would first kill myself and then I would haunt everyone like The Conjuring style. And then everyone would be dead around me. I would kill them as a ghost. Like, the amount of rage just from reading that is fucking unbelievable. Jesus Christ. Someone really loves the ripe smell of 40-year-old 20-year-olds. Let's be real. Hey, you know what? Maybe Zena really is just that freaky. Everything they do sounds like the only purpose is to go on a petty power trip. I don't know if these power trips are petty. They feel petty, but I feel like they're very intentional and very vindictive and very power grabbing. Well, hold on. They're petty, but petty, I would assume, implies that it's intentional, vindictive, and power hungry. Like, you're doing it because you just want to fuck with them, right? Is to make sure they can hold on to the trust fund. True, 1,000,000%. Because they don't want to get a fucking job. Because it's way easier being just like a cock sleeve for Poppy and, you know, complaining about shit online all day and then like writing out manuscripts for your partner's fucking child to go through and highlight like a fucking kindergartner worksheet. Jesus Christ, dude. Don't move my stuff. This is 10 days later. Don't move my stuff. At some point in the evening, can you hit up dishes? Zena is shopping and I am working on notes. Oh, so Zena can go shopping by herself. She's not too fucking mentally disabled to fucking go shopping and walk through a fucking grocery store by herself. But she is too mentally disabled and physically disabled to get a fucking job. I don't know if there's anything illegal that's been done here, but being that kind of person, I'm not even just talking about the abuse part. I'm talking about like the fact that you can go shopping and you can walk around the fucking supermarket and you can fucking do all these things, but you can't get a fucking job. You can write out fucking worksheets, coloring books. You can coordinate with your partner to sexually abuse fucking Discord kittens, but you can't get a fucking job? Let's be fucking real. That should be fucking illegal, okay? I would really prefer not to. I've been feeling burnt out and tired for a while now. Damn, I wish there were timestamps on this. Oh, 33 minutes ago. 1 minute ago. Instantly, Zena pops in from the grocery store. I asked you not to move my stuff on the couch. Please don't move my stuff anymore. You told me to wait 5 minutes. I waited closer to 10 minutes, and instead of moving it, you decided to lecture me about leaving my door open. Oh my God. Bro, I don't know if I can do this. I actually don't know if I can do this. This is the most fucking ridiculous shit. I'm actually getting angry reading this shit. This is actually the most unhinged fucking, like, oh, fuck. I'd be murderous. This, you know what? Like, the stuff earlier from Spawn, you know, like, oh, don't make a joke about bronies being pedophiles. It upsets me. Oh, don't make fun of people who don't like dogs. Some people have phobias. A little soy. Can we just like take a second to just take a deep breath and like put yourself in Spawn's position and think about how much of a saint, how much like mental fortitude that this person must have to deal with these fucking people in their life for however long they've been. Wait, didn't they say that like Zena and Poppy had been together for like 10 years? 10 fucking years or some shit like that? Bro, if one of my parents started dating someone when I was 14 and this was the person, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I would have become a violent person. You haven't dropped any slurs? Listen, I'm not trying to get canceled, okay? I have job prospects, all right? These other streamers, they can drop slurs all they want. I have job prospects. I waited closer to 10 minutes, and instead of moving it, you decided to lecture me about keeping my door open. Then don't move it. I still said not to. I'm trying to leave to go to the grocery store. I've been trying to leave for the last hour. You could have asked for clarification. You forget stuff too. How about instead of like taking all the effort to type out these 5 billion fucking messages, you just go move your shit off the fucking couch. You should see my list of words to remove from the VODs. Rope is on the list. Oh, you should add noose. I didn't say rope earlier today. I said noose. So you should anyways, continuing on. I'm trying to go to the grocery store. You could have asked for clarification. You forget stuff too, but can't give me that benefit of the doubt. Now I have a big ass pile to sort, and you don't even know what is any of it. The pile is the same size as it was before. It's just in a different spot. No, it's not. Stuff was separated and at least somewhat sorted. The fragile stuff was in one area. Do not move my stuff anymore. No exceptions. I would be just as petty. I would be moving their shit constantly, and I would just like deny it. Like, no, like, oh, your favorite mug was not in the cupboard. It was at it was in the back of the freezer behind the peas. I have no idea how that got there. No, I would never touch your mug because like a situation like this might happen. I would never touch your mug. I would be doing some shit like that, dude. Like constantly with all of their shit. Wait, quick aside story. I did have a roommate, my first roommate in college, who would do some like petty ass weird shit to me because I would get on to him for not cleaning because I was cleaning the entire apartment every time. And he was like doing gross shit constantly, like wiping boogers on the wall and shit, right? So I started getting onto him like, hey, if we're both going to share this living space, you're going to do like something, right? You're not going to wipe boogers on the wall at the bare minimum. That's something you're not allowed to do, okay? Boogers go in napkins, okay? You know what? I would actually rather you eat your boogers than wipe them on my wall, all right? Boogers go anywhere but on a surface that I might have to see. All right. And he would do these weird petty things like put jelly on my shit. I would just find grape jelly in the weirdest fucking places. And the only way that they could have gotten to those places is through intentional. No, it was literally grape jelly. You could smell it. It was the same color as the Welch's grape jelly we had in the fridge. He just did that. He took a small handful of it and coated the wires from my TV to my computer and my game systems in it. He put it on the underside of, fuck, what was it? I can't remember if it was a book or a laptop. I feel like I would have gone like actual Joker mode if it was a laptop, but so it must have been like a book. And he would either say like, I didn't do that, or, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that there was jelly there when I set that down. This is how you get ants? We did get ants. Because I didn't find it. How often do you touch the fucking cords on the back of your TV? Like, it took me a while to find some of these. And just for every perceived infraction towards him, he would put some jelly on some of my shit. And it was the weirdest fucking thing. I'll have to tell you guys more about that roommate story sometime, or the multiple stories. While eating a jelly sandwich? No, because I don't like jelly. Yeah, he was an actual jelly terrorist. Okay, back to this. Sorry, I had a fucking flashback for a second. All right, now I have a big ass pile to sort. The pile is the same size as it was before. It's just in a different spot. No, it's not. Blah, 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 blah. Do not touch my stuff. I didn't want to get yelled at for not replacing the couch cover later on. Do not move my stuff. That's it. Oh, look at Poppy, the peacemaker. Folks, let's drop it for now. We talk later when people have calmed down. The Poppy has called the Zena off. Timestamps for Zena's messages. These are seconds apart. Holy shit. Yeah, I would have grown up a violent child if this was what I grew up with. I wasn't aware you were roommates with Nick Fuentes. Hold on. What does Nick Fuentes have to do with fucking grape jelly? Can someone explain that to me? Is there some connection with Nick Fuentes and grape jelly that I've never fucking heard about? I've heard cookies. I've heard Booger Nick. Is it the booger thing? It's the booger thing. Okay, gotcha. I didn't make that connection until just now. Yeah, it's the booger thing. Sondsol would have rubbed jelly all over this shit? No, because even I'm not that fucking deranged, okay? I would have moved their shit if they were so mad that I, like, moved their shit from the couch to the table and they were doing this shit, fucking blowing my phone up seconds apart with messages pissed the fuck off. You know what? If this Zena dumb fucking whore... I'm sorry. I'm actually fucking... It is so... This sort of fucking behavior actually pisses me the fuck off so fucking bad. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna chill out a second, okay? If some stupid fucking whore like Zena were to message me like this, okay? Even I'm not so deranged to put jelly on their stuff. But like, if this stupid bitch has the wherewithal, the mental fucking capacity to get this angry, right? Oh, I'm seeing red. I have to shoot this many fucking text messages. I'm so fucking mad right now. Like, if she can do fucking that, she can work in like fucking customer service, okay? She can fucking do that. I don't believe the migraine stories at all. I don't think that she gets migraines. I don't think that she's disabled. I'm sorry. If she can do all of this other shit, walk around and go grocery shopping by herself without her fucking caretaker, without her fucking helmet on, without any of that shit, without her fucking wheelchair and all of that shit, if she can do that, and she can get this fucking pissed off without getting a fucking migraine, She can work in a fucking fast food drive-thru. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on. So that was May 21st. This is a couple of days later, June 2nd. Oh. 3 days of dishes. I'm sick of everything. I'm sick of living here. I'm sick of my parents nagging me for every tiny little nitpick. You cannot offload 3 days of dishes on me and then get mad when it takes a long time. Hey, Spawn, dishes seemed like they took a while. It is now later than we planned. Wait, dishes seemed like they took a while. It is now later than we planned. We will have to postpone a house meeting. I'm going to need you to work on your room tomorrow because we have Molly Maid Friday. Hold on, what the fuck is Molly Maid? Is that a maid service? Oh my god. They have Molly Maid. They have the money to buy a maid, but they don't have the money to pay for the rent. So they have to have the child's trust fund that their dead mother set up for them pay for the rent. Oh, unless they're paying for the Molly Maid for their fucking 2-bedroom apartment with their child's trust fund money. These people need to go to jail. And one of them is a fucking stay-at-home mom. Imagine being such a mess that you have to clean up before the maid comes. Well, I mean, you're supposed to. The maids do like the deep cleaning, right? Like you don't want them to organize your shit. Because if there's shit all over the ground, they're going to organize your shit, and then you don't want that. I almost said bought a maid, hired a maid. I have hired a maid before to clean up for big events. So, or is the maid a euphemism for fuck buddy? Well, I don't think that they have to do the dishes for the fuck buddy to come over, right? Okay, so we will attempt to have the meeting tomorrow. Okay, I will say it's frustrating because we were waiting for you and there were not a lot of dishes. Wait, I will say it is frustrating because we were waiting for you and there were not a lot of dishes. Please be more mindful in the future. There were a lot of dishes though. Oh, okay, I understand what's going on here. I'm sorry, I'm retarded. So they made her do the dishes, 3 days of dishes. There weren't a lot of dishes. Please be more. So they're blaming all of like the lateness on the kid. That's so fucking stupid. There were a lot of dishes though. And then they got mad at me for waking up late and got mad at me for starting my bedtime or starting my bed routine 30 minutes late. And also, like I am 22, but every aspect of my life is timed. I still have a fucking bedtime. They enforce a bedtime for their 22-year-old child. And they keep moving said bedtime earlier and earlier because I'm not doing other things on time. I literally have ADHD and autism and a heart condition. Sorry, that's not funny. I was about to do I'm literally autistic and a child or whatever the fuck. Neurodivergent and a minor. This reminds me way too much of our shit dad who made monthly schedule calendars, not just for me, but also for our mother, his ex-wife. That bedtime shit is completely unacceptable, full stop. Like, I can't always do things on time, especially in the heat, because my fucking blood disorder means heat affects me much worse. I literally collapsed a few weeks ago, and we don't have AC and haven't since March. It is June. Why don't you have air conditioning? Sorry. I forget. I live in fucking Texas. If your air conditioning goes out in December, you have to get it repaired immediately. Otherwise, you're going to have heat stroke. I was about to say, like, how the fuck did they survive in a fucking 2-bedroom apartment with no AC up to June? Like, I was about to lose my fucking mind. How? But, especially in the heat because my fucking blood disorder, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Like, do parents not realize forcing their kids to be so micromanaged by them will hurt us and often make us codependent, have poor self-management skills? Pots isn't a good enough excuse for not waking up on time. My entire life has to be on their schedule and not on my own. Texas here too, same thought. Yeah, no, if the AC was out for a week, I would probably rope, like, immediately. I can't imagine. You don't even have AC? I mean, there are literally, like, caribou and reindeer where you live, okay? Like, you don't need AC. Damn poor people without AC. Listen, these people aren't poor. They have at least a couple of G's in their kids' trust fund, okay? They're not poor, okay? What is POTS? Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. Syndrome, a groove system. Okay. I'm sorry. I actually don't care. I think the things to know are lower amount of blood in the circulation, excessive pooling of blood below the level of the heart when upright, elevated of certain hormones such as epinephrine, also known as adrenaline, since it was released by the adrenal glands. Okay. Pots, sorry, I'm running out of steam a little bit. We might have to finish this one because we're only like a third of the way through, and I'm like getting so fucking angry. I'm talking for too long on each fucking screen cap. It's just like it's actually triggering the fuck out of me. If someone talked to me like this, I am a lover, not a fighter, but this is making me into fucking Rambo. Okay, I would find something. I would find a heavy object, and I would either slam it into my face until I was no longer able to, or I would slam it into their face until I was no longer able to. Anyways, Spawn is 5'1", weighs 80 pounds when healthy? Jesus. This is not a product of the abuse, but consider how much smaller they are than P and Z. On top of the pots. Sondsol misses bedtime in Minecraft. Can still get up to 110 near caribou? Listen, you need to get the fuck away from whatever, like, temporal fucking, like, hellscape that you're in, okay? Can't eat if you miss your scheduled eating time. I was late on getting to the kitchen and Zena told me I wasn't allowed to get lunch, which is not acceptable. I need food. This Zena bitch needs to die. I'm sorry, in a Minecraft. Obviously, I don't literally mean that. This Zena person needs to be put in a straitjacket and put in a cell hundreds of feet below the surface of the earth in a lead-lined room. We can be a little kind. We can play their cartoons on a big screen in the corner. This is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. I hate the fuck out of this. Straight? Oh, listen, I didn't mean anything by the straight jacket comment, okay? I accept their identities. It's all valid, okay? Aren't these people young? Why does it sound like you're describing a retirement home? The oldest person in this apartment is 40 years old, okay? I was late in getting to the kitchen and Zena told me I wasn't allowed to get lunch, which is not acceptable. I need food, especially because I need more food than I usually do. I get that I was late, but I need food. I should be allowed to get food when I need it. I'm sorry I was late, but I still need food regardless. This poor stupid bastard is paying for their parents' fucking rent, and their parents aren't letting them access the kitchen when they want. Fuck me. We have a schedule in our house. You need to follow that. The anger is rising. Zena doesn't get personal time with constant interruption. While I agree with you that making lunch shouldn't be an issue, in the past, the problem is that often making lunch has been noisy or a time to overly interact with Zena. Are they fucking feral cats? They're human beings. They should be who live in the same house under the same roof. They should be able to interact in a common area such as the kitchen without literally clawing each other's eyes out. I'm sorry, Poppy. You should be able to talk to your partner and tell them, "Hey, by the way, you're not a feral cat, and neither is my child. You can pass by them without literally coming to blows." Fuck, even with feral cats, like when me and my girlfriend introduced our cats to each other, like when I moved in over here with her and I brought my cats with me, you know what? We let them sniff underneath the door, and like after like, you know, a couple of days, we open the door, they're chill for the most part, you know, but like they're chill. How the fuck is this fucking subhuman piece of shit? How is this subhuman piece of shit not able to be in the same room as the child? I don't know. Often lunch making has been noisy or a time to overly interact with Zena. I will talk to Zena about the situation, but I need you to hold to our schedule. Talk later. No, not talk later. I'm hungry now, you dumb cunt. You are also positive with COVID. That is an issue as well. Please remember that. The schedule as a whole is more important because it will prevent close contact. One of the symptoms I've noticed is that COVID makes me significantly hungrier, which is the other reason this is such an issue. So 7 days later, 1 week later to the day. Yells, I go to take my meds. I can't because my water bottle's empty. I go to refill my water. Our water got shut off again. I go to get the filtered water from the fridge. Zena yells at me for waking them up during their alone time. You guys have literally seen me scream. I have said slurs on stream to people out of pure rage. I have literally never felt this angry on stream before. This is actually fucking like demented. I go to get the filtered water from the fridge. Zena yells, "Is there bed in the kitchen?" Yeah, is your bed in the kitchen? No? Then shut the fuck up. I'm paying your rent, you bed blob. The only pinprick of hope at the end of the tunnel, you know, like one thing that like the kid can keep in mind is at the end of the day, even though that the kid actually has something like diagnosed that like is like a disability that like makes it hard for them to like get around and like can cause them to faint and stuff, like given their lifestyles, Zena is much more likely to die before the kid, right? Like it could like literally be just like sepsis from lack of any fucking activity, literally fucking ever. The fucking diabetes from the lack of exercise, the lack of like proper nutrition. You know, like you can't sit around all day for your entire life and be healthy. You're going to die as a result of your actions. Jesus. The kitchen sofa turns into a bed. Yeah. I explained that I need water and our water got shut off. Zena says I should have gotten it ahead of time, which I literally would have. No way to predict our water would get shut off. My parents never tell me when we get emails from our apartment complex, so I would have no way of knowing. The next day, convinced Zena is genuinely trying to starve me. I was about to make spaghetti and Zena told me to make something quick because they needed food and I should have gotten food at 7. Their mealtime is at 8. They should have gotten food at 8. Wait, what time did you try to get food? And I should have gotten food at 7. Their mealtime is at 8. They should have gotten food at 8. Then I go, so they can break the fucking time schedule. Right? If their mealtime is 8, but they want it later, they can do that. But she can't. I'm assuming the creature of the night or spawn is a girl. I don't know why. Then I go to make a PBJ, but realize I don't have any jelly, so I ask my parents if I can use their Smucker's brand one, and they say yes. I already put peanut butter on one half of the sandwich at this point. Realize the Smucker's jelly is moldy and smells really bad, so I ask if I can use the other jelly in the fridge that's Zena's for. That's Zena's for, need I remind you, one singular sandwich. And Zena says no and goes, if I let you use it, I won't have any left. My mom has to convince them to let me use their jelly for one singular sandwich. AFAB, I think? Okay. I'm really not feeling well, so I ask my mom to go to the pharmacy for me. She says no, but she'll take me to the pharmacy. Wait. Oh, she'll take me to the pharmacy, which is fine, whatever. And then she gets mad at me for not asking how... Oh, I'm sorry. That was 6/28. So 4 days later, salami. Oh man, I'm getting so fucking pissed off. Listen, I'm gonna have a time cutoff here in about 10 minutes where I need to end stream because I myself need to eat, and it is my allotted eating time. And if I don't eat immediately at 7:30, then my girlfriend's actually going to shoot me for breaking our chore wheel and our scheduled meeting times that we have in Google Calendars. So I would just want you guys to be empathetic of that really quick. But if you guys want to join me tomorrow for the reading the rest of this document, please subscribe. Okay, we're gonna try and get to, let's see. We'll get to plastic cups in the dishwasher. Okay? We're on salami. I don't like these chapter names. I'm not really feeling well, so I asked my mom to go to the pharmacy for me. She said, oh, yeah. She's upset that I don't check in and see how they're doing first before asking for help. Wait, hold on. She'll take me to the pharmacy. And then she gets mad at me for not asking how they were doing first. She's upset that I don't check in and see how they're doing first before asking for help. But then they never ask me how I'm doing before asking me for anything either. And then she got mad at me for trying to check the dog's paw when I know she was limping. And was like, the dog's fine. Oh, you can't check the dog's fucking paw when it's limping, but you can't leave the dog alone for 15 to 20 minutes to take a fucking shower? Kill yourself, fucking loser. And then we, sorry. And then, no, this is so aggravating. I actually might, no, I can't make jokes like that. I'll get deplatformed. Sorry. The suicidal ideation is rising. We get in the car and she basically says that I wouldn't be so sick if I were taking care of myself better. And she wants me to do protein powder again and drink straight up salt water, and said it's not my fault that I'm sick. And I said it's not my fault that I'm sick. And she said, there you go again. You're not even listening. No one said the word fault. And said I had COVID for only 2 weeks. And I'm not sick anymore. And I said, I had COVID for only 2 weeks and I'm not sick anymore. And I don't know what she wants from me. Not putting the bigger vent in here. So I'm too exhausted. Oh my God. I realize they're probably also triggered as fuck in typing this stuff. The syntax and the lack of punctuation is fucking me up bad. Not putting the bigger vent in here. I'm too exhausted to go over it again. But just found out the salami is now labeled Poppy only. There's no other salami in the fridge. And plus, salami is the only sandwich meat I eat. Plus, I'm the one that fucking paid for it? Fellas, do you guys dream of having a kid so that you can emotionally manipulate them into being your fucking house slave for the first 24 years of their life, so that they can pay for all of your food, so that you can take the food that they paid for themselves and slap a big old post-it note with your name on it? Hell yeah, brother. Let's fucking go. Actually, I changed my entire mind. I'm actually super excited to read the rest of this. Poppy and Zena are based, all right? I've never seen such, you can go all over the internet. You can look for all different kinds of resources to try to manipulate people to bend to your will. But no one holds a candle to Zena and Poppy. They are a masterclass in manipulation. You know what? Honestly, goals. Fucking goals. Not putting the beer. So I'm the one that paid for it. She's not going to notice 2 slices are missing. The package was opened like today. I know we shared the last package because this one is unopened the day before yesterday, which means we shared the last package. So if she really wants to claim packages as separate like that, she shouldn't have touched the other one. Each box has 2 packages of salami in it. If she claims one for herself, she doesn't get to touch the other one. And yet. Also keep in mind, salami is like the only meat I eat regularly. She's the one who constantly tells me I'm not eating enough protein and acts like it's my fault that I'm sick for not taking care of myself, not eating enough. And then she pulls this shit. Mom blaming bad nutrition for my POTS. And we have a guest over, so I can't even call her out. I just say I'd have better nutrition if I had better access to the kitchen. Bro. Hey, you know what? Based friend. Okay, last one. We will continue the rest. Listen, again, if you guys are watching on YouTube, even though we're approaching the end of the stream, like the stream. There's a discrepancy. 18 viewers, 8 likes. Bump up the fucking numbers, guys. All right? It helps us out, and it will make it to where there's more people in chat tomorrow for you guys to talk to. All right? 721. Plastic cups and dishwasher. Oh, yeah. Also, subscribe to the YouTube if you want notifications, all that. We have the I'm sorry. I'm reading the thing while speaking. We have the Discord link in the description of the YouTube stream. If you're watching on Kick, same thing. Blah, 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 blah. You can get announcement notifications. You can interact with our fun community. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Sorry. I hate shilling, but I'm supposed to. Plastic cups and dishwasher. I wonder what this emoji is supposed to be. I can't quite fucking tell. All right, Zena. Why are you putting recycling in the dishwasher? You're just going to melt the plastic cups. I'm glad you didn't run the dishwasher. This could have easily destroyed the entire dishwasher. Oh, sorry. I'll go clean them now. It's my alone time. You can take care of it later. This is... like, it's actually kind of funny. Not gonna lie. Like, it's honestly a little funny. It's a little funny. Actually, it's my alone time. And then when I apologize in person, like, an apology won't fix it. This is a horrible mistake that you should know better about. The dishwasher didn't even get run through. Nothing happened. Also, the dishwasher wouldn't break if you put fucking Solo cups in it. I'm sorry. This is literally Disney stepmother evil character. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's cartoonishly fucking evil. I can't believe it. All right. Hey, guys, I love you a lot. It is fun. It is unironically the most infuriating fucking thing I've ever read on stream in my entire fucking life. Like, bar none, no joke, no notes. It is actually the most fucking disgustingly fucking crazy manipulative fucking abusive shit I've ever read in my entire fucking life. And it's actually making me fucking mad, but I am having fun with it. Hopefully you guys are having fun too. I run the dishwasher with plastic cups. I assume they're talking about like red Solo cups or some shit like that. All right. Kick chat. You guys choose your poison. Do you want XQC or Destiny? Those are the only 2 people that I follow that are live right now. We don't have any small streamers, so you guys get to choose a big streamer. And you have 3 seconds to choose. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll send you guys to Destiny. All right, I love you guys. It's been fun. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube, etc., etc., etc. Bye.